some of the Baldi content. Like, it literally... Hold on, let me show you. Just my channel, say hi. Look, it literally says the shorts. This is one of them. It hit 903. Hold on, I'll let y'all watch it. It's this one. And this one, which got like 1,000 views. So, not only are we playing Baldis Basics today, we are also clip farming today. Y'all are going to see. Let me get the random generator. Y'all are going to see this random number generator, okay? So we're gonna pick the number, and that's gonna be our seed. 3, 2, 1. Our first seed is. All right, I see you. All right, let's put it in. Let's put it in. It was negative. Oh, I gotta swap these keys, bro. These keys were put on wrong. There we go. Negative. Oh, let me find it. 54477. 252. All right, let's go. First seed. Let's go. Bro, Baldi is literally an FPS game. Baldi is literally an FPS game. I'm not even gonna lie. Bro, this could be a tournament game. Who stays alive the longest? You're right there, isn't he? Wait, where's the last one then? It's probably up there, but I'm gonna check down here. No. Yeah, he's right there, and I don't want to deal with him today. I don't deal with his big back. Yeah. Ah! I'm trying to get an energy bar here, principal. Oh. Okay. Oh! I didn't know he was right there. Oh, the last notebook is right here, I think. Nope, it's not. Uh-oh. Looks like my fog machine is malfunctioning again. I can barely see. Then don't. Shoot. I'm trying to find the last notebook, bro. Where's the last notebook at? I found the last classroom. Let's go. Bye. Bye. It was right there. I'm gonna make it before you even teleport me, so. What did I tell you? I'm gonna make it before you even teleport me, so. Like, bruh. Alright. We have all these items. Keep the tape. We have 360. 360 is good. Ain't nothing interesting in here. Let's go. Then starve. Oh. First notebook right here. It's 9. Second notebook right there. 3. I'll go for the best pass. Third notebook. 4th, 5th, and 6th. There's no way. Eight. Ah! Principal, take me! The detention room. Ah! Ah! Bro, I could have ran. I could have ran. I could have run. I could have ran. I could have ran. I could have ran. I could have ran. Clip that though. Y'all didn't see that. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all didn't see that. Okay. So we made it to floor 2. Right? And we have our first death.
Hi, I'm Johnny. Welcome to
Bad.
my store. Thanks for nothing.
You're welcome.
You're good. Let's keep playing.
2. 7.
Prepare yourself for something awesome.
7. Down here. Please tell me there's a notebook down here. Please tell me there's a notebook down here. Down this hallway? No. 9. And I know where the last 2 are. Yep.
Prepare yourself for something awesome.
I couldn't care less. This one, right? Yep.
I skip all day, I say, I skip to push the pain away.
No. No. Well, we got it. Okay, cool. 8.
Congratulations! You found all 7 notebooks. Now all you need to do is find a way out before I
Prepare
get
yourself for
you.
something awesome.
Boy, I thought my mom was here, bro.
Beans
Beans literally sounds like my mom. I'm not even joking. No disrespect, but she sounds like Beans. Like a little bit. Like a little bit. Not a lot. A little bit. He's over here somewhere. That's not my favorite.
Hey, a mystery room has appeared. Find it before it disappears.
Wait a second. Ah! No! It did not work out in my favor, bro! Bro, no! Clip that. Keep it like over here, but like move this. Bro, that literally was in my favor, and then they flipped it and ruined it, bro. Here. Huh? Alright. Alright. Alright, hold on. Let me finish the clip. Let me finish the clip. That was crazy, bro. Like, I literally had it, and then... Okay. YouTube. So I'll share it to my Twitch, and then I'll download it and then share it to YouTube. Alright. Let's go. Because we literally about to lose, not even gonna lie. So this round, I know where everything is. For the entire round, what do I have to do? I have to get the key, get the bus pass, and get all 7 notebooks, and get out of here.
You're good.
So I need to check faculty rooms too. Well, I'm scared to do that. Answer is 8, my G. Go back down this way. I had keys and everything. See nothing. Thanks.
It's tons of fun. Fun.
No,
Feast your eyes while I feast on my...
I cannot run it. Can't find anything, bro. Wait, that's a notebook. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. No. I was not running, principal. Oh, here's the notebook. I go in here and get the key. Oh, he's right there. He saw me. I don't like you.
What's the problem?
Oh, nah. Splat. Splat. Okay, I know there's a notebook right here for 5, 6. Okay, I got it. 5, 6, 7. Man, shut your. Oh, hey, a mystery room has appeared. Find it before it disappears.
What's the problem?
I be popping bottles.
No, we're not in the hall.
Bro, you can't get.
They throw the book at you.
Let's get this notebook. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Congratulations! You found all 7.
Got the bus pass!
Now all you need to do is find a way out before I
One of the
get
exits.
you.
Woo. Bro thought! Hold up! Hold up! Escape convict! Escape convict! Wait a second. Come on. Escaped convict. Come on.
What's this?
Escaped convict! Escaped convict! That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! I don't care what the principal says. Y'all ain't got nothing on me. Clip that. Y'all ain't got nothing on me, fam. Y'all ain't got nothing on me. Please tell me that took less than 30 seconds, bro. No. Please tell me that took less than 30 seconds, bro. That was the most craziest clip. Oh, yeah. And then I'll make a description of what it was. So I'm gonna download. I can't download the clip. Oh, it's rendering. And then I'll use the same description. Both clips are on YouTube. I think next time I should do it where my items are shown. My. Alright. Bro, how? I have the bus pass! I have the bus pass. I have the Zesty bar. I have the B soda. I have both
Hi,
B sodas.
I'm Johnny.
I'm
Welcome
locked
to my
in.
store.
Everything is going well. I'm locked in. I got the bus pass. I got the bus
Nothing.
pass. Let's go camping. Let's go camping, bro.
Welcome to the campsite.
Thank you.
Take a look around.
And enjoy the fresh air. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Pick quick, Nick. Let's go. Alright. Cinnamon logs. Strawberries. Let's go. W. 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 Let's go. Cinnamon logs again. Milk. Cinnamon logs. Let's go. What's next? Pickles. Cookie. Ain't really nothing. It's not even that hard. It's easy. It's not that hard. Hamburger. Chicken. I had no choice, bro. I had no choice. Two times. Oh, I got it. Let's go. I finally got one of those. Like, you have to look. Anything that's not in for the pickles. I might not have a perfect today. Ooh. That's gonna be hard. No! I was gonna get it, but oh well. Oh no. Yeah, I wasn't getting that. That's alright.
Great job. You won.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, my mom packed them. Yeah. Let's go, bro. I'm locked in. What y'all got? I need you. What else do I need from this round of items? What else do I need? I need to plan my route. What do I need in this school heist? What do I need in this robbery of notebooks? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I needed the apple to save my butt. I have like 1660, so that'll get me up a few so I can get the fourth map. You got treasure? Alright. Grappler. I messed up. I did look. It's not sleepy. I promise you, as soon as I went in my, cause I was looking for something in my room. As soon as I went in my room, bro, I asked Alexa to play my song again. I was listening to Castle Fun. It was such a good song. But as soon as I played it, I guess it took it took too long. So they stopped the song and then they said, playing your custom mix. So I was like, oh, it's probably gonna play it. Nah, bro, they straight up played P. Diddy. They straight up played I Need a Girl Part 2 by P. Diddy. I'm literally about to crash out. So we have the apple, we have the grappling hook. Ooh, it's the run! We might be able to beat it. We might be able to beat it. This is literally the run. We might be able to beat it. So this is the third one. I need to save my apple. I cannot let anyone have this apple until 4. Huh? He didn't really go. Oh, I'm nervous because we're on floor 3 on a random seed that I don't know, and at a random random number generator picked for me. Oh, I'm scared now.
What?
Bro, what is the layout? Okay. Two. I need to get as far away as possible, but I also need to be looking for notebooks as possible. There's a door. Bro, why are these buttons here? Okay. I promise you that button's gonna mess me up in the future. One. Do this.
You're good for something awesome.
You there just reminding me to be in my class in 2 minutes.
Where's the class? Okay, so it's right there. We can go back.
To see where my class is.
Oh my gosh. Just in time. I do not care. Where is it? That was actually pretty easy, not gonna lie. Hold on. Huh? No. He's that way. No!
Wow, good job. That was fast.
It's a
The test
turnaround.
results are indisputable.
Bait him over here. Wish I could, but I can't.
You're good for something awesome.
Yes! I wasn't running. Leave me alone. He got gummed. Lol. Bro, move. No, there's wires! What is this game?
What's this?
I'm literally about to crash out. Is it an open notebook or is it a closed notebook? Move! Move! Oh, he saved me. He actually saved me. And there's an actual beast soda here. The Holy Grail. Not.
Looks like a leak.
The leak!
Watch out for the
I love the leak. Please tell me his office is like not near where I am. Okay. I'm in the library. I'm about done with this universe. Follow the wire. 1. I can't get notebooks.
See? That wasn't so bad.
I'm literally underwater. I'm literally underwater. I like that he added this in here, but I'm literally underwater. I'm going to drown! I don't hear Baldis ruler though, but I'm literally going to drown. Just let me back up to the surface, please. I'm literally gonna drown. Not me. Don't you dare. Good. The answer to this problem is 0. Because I'm not your hero. So this is where that goes to. So where are we supposed to go now? Maybe I should have gotten that, stupid thing. This is stupid. I think what we should do is we should go here, then we should go down, and we should go that way. So, are we going the right way? We are going the right way. Here. What's in there? And then we should go down. Bro hid! Okay, that's... We should go that way. Of course he did! The last 2 notebooks. The last 2 notebooks! Oh, I'm so lucky! I'm so lucky! Yes. I can't sell this, bro.
No entering.
I wasn't in there!
The only rooms in the hall. 15
I wasn't! Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Hold on. Where am I and where's the last notebook? Because we found... So you mean to tell me that I went all the way over there to go back all the way over there? You're serious, huh? I think... Oh, Baldi's ruler broke. I forgot about that. Yeah, his ruler broke. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. No. I hate this guy. There's no way. I think I might need that apple. I might need that apple. I need to go. Okay, where do I need to go now?
Gotta sweep.
Move! Okay, cause I think I might have. Okay, we're going right way.
Whoa! Gravity is going crazy. Surely, my newest invention must have been a grand
I took a
success.
small way. Woo! You didn't get me. Wait, where was I supposed to? Okay, I am going the right way. Oh, he got Baldi. Oh, Baldi got God. S1!
Congratulations!
Ah!
Notebook.
He can't get me.
Now all you need to do is find a way out, right? Can't you?
Yeah. I knew this thing was gonna screw me. Ah! Ah! Dang it! Bro, No. that, because that is crazy, bro. There is no way. I'm clipping that, bro. Oh, I'm crashing out. Okay, whatever. Alright, we won't do that clip. That is crazy! At least we know where all the notebooks are, so we don't need a map. We're good. We don't need a map. This grappling, we need the apple. Trade it for grappling hook. Hold on. Bro. Nice.
Fast? Good job. That was fast. Everything looks good. My test will heal what ails you.
Bro. Okay, we're honestly doing good, not gonna lie. Swap out for the swap this. Three. Six. Next notebook. 7, 8, and then where's the last one? You're serious, aren't you? Actually, that is a good strategy, not gonna lie. You had to do that, didn't you? Okay, here it is.
Just reminding you.
I can't look.
Oh.
Classes.
It teleports Baldi to you? You're kidding. So if you get the question wrong, it teleports Baldi to you.
Whoa! Gravity is going crazy. Surely my new prediction must have been a grand success.
What? Whoa.
An apple for me? Thanks. Yum. 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 Congratulations. You found all 9 notebooks. Now all you need to do is find a way out before I catch you.
We can do this. I'm not trying to get an escape convict. Where's Miss Pomp's class?
Sweep, sweep!
The grown-ups spot this.
Just in time.
Oh, I won. Celebrate good times. Come on. Hey! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I don't care about flipping cheap viewers, bruh. Leave me alone, bruh. You scammers, bruh. Let's go the whole 60 seconds. I know it did not take more than 60 seconds, bruh. Celebrate good time, come on. Let's freaking go! Let's go! Freaking go. Hey, let's 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 freaking go. Hey, 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 hey.
Hi, I'm Johnny.
Alright, we have
Welcome to my
2,000. You know
store.
what's about to happen.
There's
Bye.
no way you'll get lost now.
We ain't getting lost in this muff. We ain't getting lost in this boat.
You for shopping.
A whole lot of money in this boat. Mofo. We ain't getting lost in this mofo. We ain't getting lost in this mofo. They ain't gonna take us to the popo. The last. Check my bag. I could have bought a faculty name tag, but I sold. It's 9, guys. Guys, it's 9. 4 plus 5 is 9, guys. They're opening up the gates of Arendelle, everyone. They're opening up the gates of Arendelle. Be aware, they are opening up the gates of Arendelle. Y'all know what movie that is. We're going in the stasis chamber. Oh, we have the whole map. Yes, to that problem, Mr. Oh, what? It teleports him. Doesn't it? Huh, where am I? I'm in section 1. Okay, yeah, there is another book. Let's just keep going down. I'm scared now because I don't hear any. Wait, the notebook is right there. Never mind. 0. 0's my hero. I'm gonna use that. Oh, what's up, cuh? 0 was my hero. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do, 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 do. Oh, whoa. Gravity's going crazy. Surely my newest invention
must have been a grand success.
Hold on. 6, 6, 6. Where's the 6? We have 4. Bro went the wrong way. There's no more notebooks here. So we can just go on down to, where should we go now? 3! Oh! Easy! Baldi! Baldi! Mother flippin' Baldi! And the 2 notebooks are there. Welcome to Steve's! Oh! Welcome to Steve's! Wait. This is 9. Welcome to Steve's! Oh, that was the principal. That is 9. Welcome to Steve's.
Congratulations! You found all 7 notebooks. Now all you need to do is find a way out before I catch you.
Oh, I can't use the lab. Woo! 2 teleportation. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me out! Floor 5! Floor 5! Come on, please! Floor 5! Please let this be a normal field trip with the friends? No way! Oh my gosh. Get teleported twice! Get teleported twice! Get teleported twice on my mama, 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 get on my mama, teleported twice. Get teleported twice on my mama. Get teleported twice on my mama. Let's freaking go. Come on, y'all. Get teleported twice on my mama. Get teleported twice on my mama. W clip, bro. It's floor 5. Floor 5, bro. Floor 5! We get an apple!
I love those.
Apples! Okay.
You're my favorite.
You have to stock up.
See ya.
Apple. You get RB soda back. Oh my gosh. We have 400. What do you want to spend it on? Because we're not going to come back here. Well, I mean, we are, but still. We need, quarter.
Thank you. Now I might not starve. Say hi to Baldis for me.
Keep the grappling hooks. Take the. I need the apple though, so take the apple. Keep the quarter. Floor 5! Please let it be that. Please don't let it be maintenance. Ah! We won! We won! It's not maintenance! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Please, we can't sell. We can't sell. Come on, bro. We can't sell. Come on, bro. We can't sell. We cannot sell, bro. This is not a maintenance floor. We cannot sell, bro. Bro, look at this layout. We cannot sell, bro. We have to get as far away as possible and find some notebooks. Here's the first one. Here's the first one. Come on, please. Here's the first one. Please. Please. Oh my God! We did it! Thank you! Okay, there's the first one. There's the first one. There's the first one. Hold on. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, where's the second notebook? Okay. Oh my gosh, we made it. This is the dream. This is the dream. Second notebook. 0. Bro, please. I've waited my whole life for this! Please! 3! Oh my God. Hold on, how much time do we have? We have 11 minutes! No, bro. I hear Baldi. 5. Give me the 5.
Egg.
Oh my God.
Whoa! First try. Everything looks good.
5 notebooks. 6 notebooks!
Does anyone need a check?
Sweep, sweep, sweep. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep.
Okay, this is what's on the other side. Bro, please. I have 6 notebooks. 7.
Hey you! What's this?
You there, just reminding you to be a life lesson.
She might open the classroom.
I can't walk.
No running in the hall. 15
Before
seconds.
they throw the cookie.
Where's her class at?
Your parents will hear about this one.
Where's her class? Can you not see Miss Pomp's class in the cell? Where's Miss Pomp's class? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where am I? I've already been there.
Just in time. Class dismissed.
Find a way out before I catch you. An apple or a name? Attention! Attention everyone! Test procedure is imminent. We run regular tests on our super doors to make sure students
20
can't leave
seconds.
before their class is
For
over.
you. Don't make
Please. How many exits did I get? I got one.
me do this again.
He's coming. It's over. Oh my God! Please! We made it! We have come too far. 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 Come on, this is the seed.
Hi, I'm Johnny. Welcome to my store. Looking like you ain't learning. Totally worth the price. Say hi to Baldi for me.
Okay, save and quit. Oh, my hand is shaking.
What? Fine.
Eight.
You're close for something awesome.
Just reminding you to be at my class in 2 minutes. Check your map to see where my class is.
Her class is right there. And I'm right there.
What's this? Already to bed.
He's right there. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared.
One, two, buckle my shoes. Three, four, don't fall.
sweep, sweep.
Where are you taking me?
That's right.
Prepare yourself for something awesome. Hands up! 1, 2, buckle my shoes. 3, go.
Attention! Attention everyone! Test procedure is imminent. We run regular tests on our super doors to make sure students can't leave before their class is over.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Just in time. Class dismissed.
0.
No running in the hall. 15 seconds. Detention for you. Your parents.
Where am I? I can get a notebook. It's fine.
We'll hear about this one.
Save it.
Gotta sweep, sweep. Sweep. Gotta sweep, sweep. Sweep.
An apple? For me? Thanks.
I sold.
See me! Good job, fellas!
Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep.
Results conclude.
Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep.
You're doing fantastic. Great job. Congratulations. You found all 9 notebooks. Now all you need to do is find a way out before I catch you.
Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep.
Oh!
Gotta sweep, 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 sweep.
Prepare yourself for something awesome.
No! No! I had 3! Come on! No! No! I had 3. Remember your training, Kai. Remember what you did. I need to remember. I need to remember my training. I need to remember what I did. I need to remember. I need to remember what I did. I need to remember who I am. Who am I? Who am I? I need to remember who I am. Oh my God. I did this before. I did this before. I did this before. I did this before. I can do it again. I can do this again. Remember what you were taught. I can do it again. I can do it again. I can do it again. I can do it, bro. I'm literally in tears, bro. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. I need to go to my mom, bro. I need to go to my mom, bro. Oh, I can't do this, bro. I need to lock in, bro. I ate the breakfast. It's pretty good. Lock the flip in. Lock the flip in. What do I have? What can I get? $3.95. What can I
Welcome to
get?
my store.
The alarm
That
clock.
could come in handy.
But how much stuff do I have in
Favorite
here?
See ya.
Sacrifice that quarter. We don't need it. We don't need it. I need to lock you, bro. You gave me my Rice Krispie treat for the day, so. Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. I cannot be selling, bro. If I sell with all of these items, I'm crashing out. This is it, bro. Remember what you've been taught.
What? Fine.
Hold on. Six. Okay. It's like Pac-Man, bro.
Might be smarter than me.
It's like Pac-Man, bro.
Uh-oh. Looks like my fog machine is malfunctioning again. I can barely see anything.
You there! You just reminding you to be at my class.
Sweep, sweep!
No sweep, sweep, sweep!
Congratulations! You found all 9 notebooks! Now all you need to do is find a way out before I catch you!
15 seconds. Detention for you. You should know that.
Where am I? I'm gonna turn around.
One minute left.
Sweep, sweep, sweep!
Apple, attention everyone. Test procedure is imminent. We are taking our tests on Superdoor.
I won.
Make sure students can't leave before their class is over.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Feeling good?
2,
See me.
1, 0.
I did it! Yes! Yes! I did it! I finally beat Baldis Bases 1! Finally! I did it! I did it, y'all! I did it! I logged. Hold on. Hold the phone, bro. Hold the phone! Hold the phone! Hold on. 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 Oh my god. I did it. I did it. I beat Baldis Bases Plus. I beat Baldis Bases Plus. I did it. I did it. I finally beat this stupid game. With a lock. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. Error. my gosh! I beat the game, bro. I beat the game, bro. I beat it. I beat it, bro. I beat it, bro. I beat Baldis Basics Plus on the first go! My first win, bro! My first win! Oh! Y'all have better life? Y'all have better subscribe? I'm literally out of there, bro. I'm literally out of there. Oh! All these clips, bro. It was all for the clip farming, bro. It was all for the farming of the clips, bro. I'm not clipping this. I'll make my own clip, bro. I don't need you. I'll make my own clip. Goodbye.